And what we did is we compared you and your scores to about 1,000 organizations in which we based the benchmark or norms on. So EDSI was compared against a benchmark of over 1,000 organizations all over the world in almost every industry.
How do EDSI's results compare to other organizations?
Well, the EDSI results were like a giant wow. And when we looked at it, remember now, we compared you against 1,000 other organizations all over the world in different industries. And looking at EDSI's results, EDSI scored in about the 99th percentile compared to other organizations. EDSI was head and shoulders stronger than most organizations we survey, one of the most high-performing organizations we've looked at in the last several years. And so we would predict then that even in this downturn of an economy, EDSI is still performing well and outperforming its competitors. You know, one of the really interesting things about the results, besides the really strong scores where you scored higher than, again, about 99% of the organizations in our benchmark, was that we did different segments, as you recall, of EDSI, where we looked at the management's view of the organization, supervisors' view of the organization, and non-managers' view of the organization. And what we were looking for is how aligned are the views of all those different segments. And in most organizations, you'll find some gap between how the non-managers view the organization versus the managers. And sometimes you'll find managers tend to hallucinate a little bit, and there's a gap between their view and then people down throughout the organization. One of the most striking results of EDSI was that there was the viewpoint from non-managers and supervisors and managers was virtually identical. The degree of alignment was quite amazing and quite stunning, and something that EDSI should feel quite proud of. And also there was great alignment across different geographies, and that says a lot about the performance of EDSI.
Have you seen anything like that before?
I'd say we see that probably less than 10% of the time. And that's why we look at EDSI as being an organization that we would see as really outperforming other organizations of its kind, and feel like you have a competitive advantage in the marketplace.